Hi, Rachel here. We're back at the YWCA in downtown Knoxville. I know we gave you a tour a few months ago while we were still under construction, but now that we're finishing up, we're going to give you one more tour. So we tried to preserve as much of the original architecture as possible. So behind me right here is the front reception desk panel. It's from 1925. It was a bit broken in some places. It needed some TLC, so we've got that fixed up. And then underneath that, we've got our marble. So this whole portion is exactly what you would have seen in 1925. So we had some challenges like any construction project does, one of them being this terrazzo floor. It's original to the building. There were some cracks in it and things like that, but we decided to find a contractor who could custom mix and match the two different fields that you see here on the floor. So we ended up patching about 50 different locations just to make sure that the Y had the best final product that they possibly could. Speaking to trying to keep as many of the historical features as possible, we were told to match the chair rails. Well, there's actually 7 different chair rail profiles. So we worked and got 7 different custom knives made so that all of these chair rail profiles that we did infill panels on or had to stitch together 2 different pieces were exactly what they were when it was built. So we're standing in the gym. It's finished now. We've got a brand new sanded and refinished floor. We've kept as much of the historic detail as possible. We tuck pointed the brick, and then with all of this painted white, and then we took the grills off the window. There's a ton of light in here, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. Not only were there plenty of custom chair rail pieces made of wood, but throughout the building there's also custom plaster work. You'll see that there are these little rope structures that I thought was originally wood, and when we got into it we realized that it was hand-formed plaster work. So for all of the places that were taken out in sections or just wear and tear, the building got the best of it. We found the only, seems like, plasterer in the country, and they were able to patch in where the ropes were. So you can see that here, and I bet you won't be able to find where the patch is. So behind me are some French doors to what will be their boutique. This is original. We sourced them from the building. These are 100 years old. We had a couple of broken panels and things that needed a little bit of TLC, again, kind of like that front desk panel. But we've got new old door hardware that has been refinished. It's the original brass. There's an original astragal, so it actually works, and that leaf actually closes with its original 100-year-old feature. And you'll see that we've got nooks and crannies and little tidbits of the original handiwork throughout the building. This was a fun side project that we did. So every time that we would walk the job site, we would see this piece of woodwork here, and there was an old kind of marker board style piece that you could very clearly tell used to have a chalkboard behind it. So we looked at it and we said, what if we can just kind of cut that off? And then we've replaced it with chalkboard paint, so now we can actually use this as the original intention. I know in the last video we talked about replacing the windows. Well, here they are. We have painstakingly made sure to match each profile and pane of all of the different window styles that there are in the property. We've also got brand new trim to trim out the entire window casing so that it all matches and lines up. And once you paint over it, you can see that it's just part of the original work. So the last piece of this construction project was recreating what we've been calling the Walnut Avenue staircase. This is a triple curved staircase. There are 3 different radii here. We've gotten it professionally surveyed. We recreated all of the points so that everything matched what the original intent of the staircase was. We've also recreated all of the railings. We've added guardrails for more code compliance, but we've kept the finials, we've kept the original spirals. To top this all out, I know that we had talked about the time capsule from 1925 in the last video. Well, the new time capsule that'll be opened in the next 100 years is behind this stone right here. Thanks for joining us at the YWCA, and we'll catch you on the next one.